Sup, Dex?
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, everybody.
How you doing, buddy?
You know me, man. Following these algorithms, man.
Today's one of our most fun shows because it's not really a show. It's really just sort of like ringing the dinner bell of delicious chat possibilities is what it is. Because because Thursday is our live hangout day.
That's right.
It's very exciting. So we're going to put a link in the comments. Welcome, everybody. This is Frank from PulseWave Trading. And, sir, I agree with your name. I've monetized lots of weird things. But today's our live hangout. This is Frank of PulseWave Trading. And, of course, you've got my main man, the man himself, the dude over here at PulseWave Trading, Dex Thiago Capitalist. So how you doing, buddy?
You know what it is, man. We doing good over here.
We've got Bitcoin on the screen. We're going to talk about some cool things in our hangout today. So I've got a link. Let me see. I think I have it on my clipboard already. Silverback's here. I lost my link. Hold on a second. We're going to be talking about, I got to get off the screen here. We're going to be talking about the question of whether the U.S. is ready to default completely. Actually, more than that, we're going to talk about, are we out of money already?
Exactly.
I think some pulse wavers might be yelling at their phones and computers right now, screaming yes. But you've got some sauces, as they say. Your sauce,
yes, I do.
Spoken, and so we're going to talk about that today in the Discord. So give me 1 second. I'm going to give everybody the Discord link. There it is. All right, folks. Here's your temporary Discord link. It's in the live chat. I'll put it in the comments after the show is over when we transition. Good morning, Mick. Good morning, Silverback. Good to see you guys. Will's here. Awesome, man.
What up?
Make sure you join us in the Discord, Will. Makes it all the more exciting.
And yeah, I'm saying when we get to the part where we go to the Discord, that's when we're going to be dealing with today's topic is the U.S. on the verge of bankruptcy. Because, YouTube's algorithms will not allow you to say and discuss certain topics or certain words. So we have to do that offshore. So I have my African source, and we will be diving into it. We're also going to touch on the topic of personal health. All right. You can read into that the way you want, again, because of YouTube algorithm. There's certain words and phrases we can't say. So just say we're gonna talk about the global health crisis, all right, as it relates to the individual's health care. So we will be discussing that. And that's all going to be on the Discord. So you definitely don't want to miss that.
Before we do, this chart's looking interesting. I believe we were just starting this candle Monday night. And we were excited at the start of this candle, and we were right to be excited. So Dex, I think somebody said everything was going to be all right. Everybody should calm down.
Yeah, that was me. See, that's the power of the PulseWave reports. Because even before I said it, the PulseWave reports was telling you to calm down. It was telling you that you got to trade the price action. It doesn't matter even what the fundamentals are, because the markets have been divorced from fundamentals for an extremely long time. All right. So, and that's going to continue to be. All right. There is no direct correlation between reality and markets. Markets are markets. Reality is reality. All right. Markets can rise on the most horrific news ever imagined, or it can fall on the most horrific news ever imagined. It can crash on the most exciting good news ever, and it can rally on the most exciting good news ever. So you really never know what the public perception will be of the facts as they are stated and of the current reality. The only thing that you can manage to some degree control is your actions and how you're going to respond to the information. So it's like, buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay. That's what you do. So you got to follow the money flow. You got to follow the price action. It will never let you down. It'll always tell you what's going on in the markets, who the players are, what they're doing, and what you can expect to happen next. People always want to know, so when is this event going to happen? Or when is that event going to happen? It happens when it happens. No one can predict with pinpoint accuracy and consistency the future. That is a purview left to the Most High himself. However, we can follow diagrams, we can follow patterns, we can follow trends, and those are pretty reliable, letting you know what direction something is headed. And we know that by studying the price action. And the markets have been telling us all along what's really happening and how the market is responding. For instance, that Bitcoin chart that you showed, I've been talking before Bitcoin even got here. I told you where the resistance zone was going to be.
Yes, you did.
Long before it even happened. The market wasn't even headed in that direction when I gave you those figures. I told you what to look for. And hit that zone. We've hit that resistance zone. What does that mean? It's a do or die. Either the market's about to fail here, speaking of Bitcoin, or it's going to extend its trading range. And now the new range will be that 50 to 55,000 that I was telling you about. And we could probably coast sideways within that zone up into the end of the year and into next year. Just something to think about. All right. Not saying that that's exactly what's going to happen. Bitcoin could go to $1 million in the next 30 days. Who knows? I'm just telling you, you got to go and follow the price action.
You heard it here. Dex said Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Next 30 days.
Now,
hey, there's a couple cool. No, you go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. There's a couple cool questions when you're done.
I'm going to say on the algo charts this morning, you will probably notice that the Bitcoin futures and the cash are both now in a bullish green zone on the algo charts. If you go to your dashboard, you'll see that trend momentum reading is showing a bullish position. And since we've hit a new short-term high at this point, you can anticipate prices to continue to push. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Very cool. Couple questions before we get out of here and go into Discord. By the way, I put the link in the chat. I'll do that again in a minute, and then I'll put it in the actual comments once this live video is over. Head Magister Wartune, one of the great PulseWave personalities in the audience out there. We went in the bankruptcy by issuing the Federal Reserve on the verge, LMAO. We've lived our whole life on the verge. There is no money, only debt. I love that. There is no money. And I hear it as Ghostbusters. There is no money, only Zool.
I think you're a racist for saying that. You know, I think that's a racist comment. And now we have to send you to a re-education camp. All
right, I'm setting up the ban papers. They're tracing the FBI's coming to make sure that you don't harass your school board. Okay, you hear about that? What they're doing?
Yes, I did.
Oh, what a waste. Really, they want us to do, guys. You got to remember, they want us to freak out so they can put you on the news, and they'll have you. You could be as dark as night, and they'll say white supremacists attack school board.
Yes,
the FBI will be at your house saying, "When did you become a white supremacist?"
Yes.
They don't care what skin color. You could be purple. All right, here we go. Our man Golden Burks. Hey up. Okay. Burks, we'll let it go. Hey up. What do you guys think they mean under Great Reset? Where do they want to take us? What do you think, Dex? I'd like to hear your thoughts about this.
Well, the Great Reset is just another way of saying New World Order in a different language. That's all it is. It's just part of their golden plan to bring down the West, to bring down the U.S. empire so that they can remake it, remold it into what they want it to be going forward. That's really what this is all about. There's no secret here at all. No secret.
I think they want to spread the empire to the elites so that it's just theirs. There is no American empire. There is no free people or even illusion of free people.
Pretty much.
Fed would love to default so they could extend credit directly, right? Dex, what do you think?
Yeah, yes and no. What they want is control of the money.
Yeah.
Remember, this is about control, and we'll dive deeper into what that really means, and and when we go to the Discord. But suffice it to say, we've been living under a fascistic system for a minute. Just look at what you see in front of you. You don't have to be a Rhodes Scholar to understand what you are looking at. Clearly, you have the Fed has taken over the country. The foreign private central bank, known as the Federal Reserve, is now taken over the U.S. You have Janet Yellen, who was the Fed chairman, now running and in total control of the Department of Treasury, working very close in cahoots with Mr. Powell, who is now the current chairman of the Federal Reserve. It is a musical chairs cast of characters that we continue to see in the federal government bureaucracy, where you have leaders of industry taking up positions in the U.S. government and then going back from the U.S. government back to private industry. You've seen it across the board. You've seen it at the FDA. You've seen it at the Department of Treasury. You've seen it everywhere. Do you know how many Monsanto people headed the FDA? It's just a parade of characters. It doesn't end. That's fascism. You're the merger of corporations and government, and that's what you're seeing. All right, and they're putting it right in your face, and no one is saying anything. No one's pointing it out. But that's what the end game is. They want to roll out their digital currency, all right, on their own blockchain so that they can track every penny where it's going. They'll be able to track you based on your spending like never before. And this is just the beginning. This is just the infancy stage. What this technology is going to be able to do as far as tracking human beings, they're going to be, I don't understand people don't understand. I've been saying this for years, since 2016. Their goal, their desire, their end game is to be able to track every human being on the planet in real time with voice, audio, and visual eyesight.
Mm.
That is the plan. I don't think people understand the depth and scope of what that truly means. Imagine Facebook or YouTube on a global scale. All right? And then I want you to focus on this one aspect. Whenever you post something that Facebook and YouTube doesn't like, what did they do? They strike your video. They can pull your video. They can say, oh, your channel has a strike. They can delete your channel. They can punish you. And then they say, we have live human beings that do these audits. And you use these words and that that goes against our guidelines. Or our fact checker says that what you just said here, they disagree with, and they're going to flag it as misleading information, as misinformation on XYZ subject. Totally arbitrary. One individual has the power to censor the world. That's the kind of power, that's the kind of technocracy that they are advocating and pushing for. Make no mistake that all these stimulus bills of tens of trillions of dollars, make no mistake that a majority of that money is going to privately, secretly, black budget fund this operation. Imagine your life. You won't be able to go anywhere or do anything without the government watching and monitoring. And if they don't like something, they can force you to comply. All they have to do is say, "We'll turn off your chip."
Yep.
You know, well, you won't be able to access your bank account. You won't be able to access an ATM. You won't be able to access healthcare. You won't be able to go to the grocery store and shop.
My
You
wife
won't.
told me some hospital banned the unvaccinated from treatment somewhere last night or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that on the radio too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, on that note, I know you're on a roll, but let's save some for the hangout. We have the link in the description. We're going to be keep that thought going. One thing I want to say is, Golden Burks, never apologize for being you. And with that, see us in Discord, people. We love you. Thanks for watching. We've got plenty more. We're going to be talking about, is the U.S. on the verge of bankruptcy? And we'll be there in about 1 minute. So it's very simple. If you go in there, look for the lounge, you'll see the PulseWave Lounge. You just click on that, mute your microphone, turn your camera off, unless, of course, you have something to say, pop in, and we'll see you there. All right, thanks, folks. We're out.
Peace.
Yeah, I can't hit the button until you say peace.